We're here at MORryde, May 1st, 2024. We've got Sergio, who took care of us and fixed us when we had our major problem a couple years ago. And now he is in charge. So we're excited. We're here to get our alignment. We do it every year because we want to make sure everything is perfect. We carry the bike in the back. It's very important to make sure your frame is aligned before you go on long trips, which will be going down the middle of the country. And we're getting our bearings packed with grease, and we're excited because we have actually brand new tires. The camper that we've had delivered here, and they are going to be putting on. So it's pretty exciting. I will link below. I have a MORryde factory tour that we did here, and then I'll link all our other MORrydes here that we've done. Hey guys.
I'm Bob.
I'm Barb. Together we make up
HetteshWorld.
Today's video is going to be starting season 5, and we're going to be heading to Indiana because it's MORryde time.
MORryde. So we're going to talk about MORryde service and MORryde partnership.
And our overall experience with them this time around in our annual checkup. So stay tuned. So whenever we start a new season, which means we're starting a new trek on the road to wherever we're going, we always start out in Indiana. Why? Because we have great friends, we have amazing family, we have our beautiful daughters, our super handsome son-in-law, and of course the world's greatest
granddaughter.
Ariel. Grandma loves you. Ariel, show me what you just did.
I did it.
Tell me what you just did, Ariel.
I did this.
Did you make your handprints?
Oh my gosh. Yep, this is the arts and crafts blanket.
Okay, I want to tell everyone out there that my daughter, her mother, is very neat and clean and would never do this, but Grandma taught her how to do this with paint.
Oh, yes.
I'm missing my hand.
Grandma's not allowed to come over anymore.
My hands are black.
So
Here,
we're having fun.
show me your hands, Ariel. Show me your hands. Oh, I like it. So when we start our trek to MORryde, we leave Indian Lakes and we head up to the RV Museum Hall of Fame, which is up in Elkhart, Indiana. And it is a Harvest Host, but they don't actually care if you go through Harvest Host or not. You don't have to make reservations. You just kind of show up. You're able to overnight there. They have a free overnight section, and they also have a paid overnight section, which is like $40 a night, but you get full hookups.
Yep.
Which is pretty interesting. And whenever you are there, whether you're going through Harvest Host or you're just doing it on your own, we do recommend that you go through the museum. If you have not been there, we go every year, so we've been through the museum once, twice, but now we go in and kind of buy a souvenir for about the same cost. So now we're going to talk about something a little bit more interesting and exciting, and we have an announcement. What is it, Bob?
You talked with MORryde about a partnership with them, and what this partnership means is they give us a code, and this code is used by our subscribers, and what you get for that is you get to go into their catalog, not just RV items. They sell a lot of different type of items that can be sold to the public, and you can use this code and that will get you discounts.
Discounts, yes. So what does partnership mean for us? It means something different for us than it means maybe from some of the other RVers that you see out there. We're not really in it to be making tons of money. We're not like ambassadors. We're not, what do you say the word, Bob?
Fanboys.
Fanboys of MORryde, which means that we are fans of MORryde, but we're not willing to sell you out to sell everything for them at cost or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, a fanboy is somebody that talks only positive, and you've all watched our videos with MORryde. We've always been upfront with you.
Yeah.
Whether it's a negative repair or a positive repair, we've always been upfront with you, and that's what we want to stress on this video.
And that's how we're going to continue in the future. We love MORryde. MORryde has done an outstanding job. It's a U.S.-based company. It's out of Indiana. And today,
USA! USA! Who cannot love a USA company? Come on.
He scared me. I didn't know he was going to do that. But the big thing that we want out of this partnership, besides being able to provide you with discounts on, accessories and stuff like that, but mostly being able to educate you. So we're going to have some videos that come out in the future that kind of educate you on the different suspensions that they have, and when you should do it and maybe when you shouldn't do it and all that kind of stuff. And then the biggest thing is that we want to be someone for you guys that if you're having issues, you're having problems.
Yeah. If you're having a problem, you buy a product or you buy a service and you're not getting the results you want with MORryde. If you come to us with that problem, we will try to send it off to the correct people to get that situation resolved. We're not going to get into the middle. We're not going to get in the middle with MORryde and with you on that problem. That's not our style. But we will make sure that your problem gets addressed through the proper channels.
Yeah, that somebody's listening to you. And MORryde is really good at that, but every now and then somebody doesn't know who to contact, or they contact the wrong person, or something's not going through. We know who to contact and we know who to deal with, and that person is super duper excellent. And it's not a guarantee that your problem's going to be resolved the way that it is, but it's a guarantee that you're going to be heard and listened and talked to. That's for sure. And we are not, of course, Riverstone ambassadors. We are not ambassadors or product promoters for anybody else. This is very out of the ordinary for us. That's why we feel really strong about at least partnering with them, because we want to make sure that you guys get the best for your RV, because we're excited about the products they offer, the service that they do, and the company itself.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get this MORryde experience started for you guys so we can share everything. So when you head to MORryde, like Bob said, you could go straight to MORryde and spend the night outside, and they do have like a 50 amp hookup, no water, no sewer. You can stay outside. And we have done that, and that's fine. I mean, it's not a problem, because your service starts at 6 a.m. in the morning, and you do need to book quite a bit in advance, because they are booked up.
Yeah.
I mean, we always book 6 months.
Yeah, at least 6 months. Lindsay will tell you probably need to be able to get service or installation done.
And the next year is the first time coming up that we actually are going to be doing it on the date that I want to do it, about a day or two after.
Yeah.
But we always choose to head to the RV museum, and that means, though, it's about how far away is it?
It's 15 minutes, probably, something like
that.
that.
So it's not that bad, but you got to be there at 6 a.m. So you got to get up. It's dark. We're not used to really traveling when it's dark, but you just kind of take your time. We know where we're going now. We pull in, and then we let them back us in, because one, it's dark, and if something goes wrong, then it's not going to be Bob's fault.
Yeah.
But we do let them back us in.
We got independent suspension on our 3-axle Riverstone unit. What we do, we get the alignment done along with getting the wheel bearings packed every year, because you should have that done every 12 months or 12,000 miles. But this year we did something special because we needed tires. We had Goodyear G114s, and we wanted to buy those tires again. Our RV now has 38,000 miles on those tires, and you all know from Bob Breck the RV, one of the tires did get replaced.
Video link below.
One tire did get replaced. The other tires were wearing totally flat. We'd like to say that was because we get the alignment done every year.
Yes.
But they were about half tread, and they were coming up on that 5 years. And if you look on a tire and you see a little oval spot, it'll have a month and a date. That was the date that the tire was actually made. They say your RV tires are good for 5 years. So we were getting close to that, because our camper was built in 2020.
Yeah.
So we decided we had not had any, and I'm knocking on wood, we had no problems with tires other than our accident. So we didn't want to have that in our face going down the road, because we've seen so many blowouts on the road. So we decided to replace these tires. We do have friends that are in the Goodyear tire business, Kathy and Steve, and he gives us a discount. Well, the commercial Goodyear tire does not sell the G114s no more.
No.
We don't know why, but they don't. And we found out that now Riverstone is going to Cooper Tire, and it may be because of that problem. Talked to MORryde, and they had the 614s that they could get for us, but we thought they were a little bit pricey.
Yeah.
So we started examining, going down through the internet, trying to find these tires. Well, we found some on Amazon for $428.
Yeah, that's a huge savings.
Which is a good deal for this tire. It's a 16 ply H-rated tire. We had 6 of those shipped directly to MORryde for installation.
Which was awesome that they would allow that.
So along with our alignment check, our wheel bearings repacked, we had our tires installed, which was 6 tires, and that was $50 a tire, which we thought was very competitive to install those. Along with that, we took the best one, which was the one that was in the accident. We took it and put it on our spare because our spare tire from Riverstone was a Westlake tire.
Yeah.
So we wanted to get rid of that.
So everything would be the same.
And we actually had an extra TPMS sensor we were able to put on that tire so we can manage that spare tire going down the road, so we know it's always at 120 pounds.
So let's talk that every year, and I'm going to link all the videos below, not only of just the factory tour, but also all of our past videos with MORryde and issues we did have in the beginning, and just how everything works. But we go every year. We do a yearly checkup. Now, why do we do that? We do that because we are big time heavy travelers, and like this season that's coming up, we're going to leave Indiana and be heading up to the middle of the United States, up by like North Dakota and going down. We travel 10 to 11,000 miles a year. We carry over 1,000-pound motorcycle in the back. And depending on what happens every year, I mean, it's just like a car vehicle. You need to have it serviced, and you need to have it, you know, balanced and stuff like that. So that's something we definitely recommend, because you don't want to be traveling down the road for 10,000 miles just to find out that your RV is out of whack.
Especially important for a triaxle, because anybody that's ever towed a triaxle, when you turn the corner, you really eat up the tires because they're really biting in.
Yeah.
And so you want to make sure that suspension is as close to perfect as it can be. So that's why we go, and to make sure that it's going to go true down the road because of that issue. And we all know, driving down these highways, they're not very good, and there's lots of potholes, there's lots of ruts, there's lots of imperfections, or that all will take a toll on your suspension and tires. And
it's not even just driving down the road anymore. Sometimes it's driving into these campgrounds, driving on dirty, dusty, sometimes clay or gravel roads to get there, and then sometimes trying even to get into your spots. Some of the maneuvers you got to do.
Yep. Sometimes,
I mean,
sometimes you got to make those 90-degree turns, and it puts a bite on those tires and the suspension. So we tried to avoid that as much as possible, because we know on a triaxle it's really hard on a triaxle when you're making a really hard turn on those tires and suspension parts.
The best place about being in here is that they offer you a lunch, which is very delicious, and then they have snacks and drinks and stuff you can have all day. And when you're here, you should always get your 2 MORryde t-shirts. And normally you're here until about noon, but we're getting our tires changed today, so we'll see how long it takes. Next, I want to talk a little bit about someone named Lindsay. Lindsay is in the service department, and she is in charge of everything. And in our mind, she runs MORryde because she handles everything so well. She's so sweet, she's so beautiful, she's so smart, and she's a little bit sassy, which is why I really like her. But when we meet up with her, she always makes sure that we're scheduled and everything is taken care of. There's never an issue, there's never a problem. If we have issues on the road, we contact her, she finds stuff out for us and gets it taken care of. She's very caring. It's so hard in America to find customer service or service of any kind where people actually give a darn anymore.
Yeah.
And she not only gives the darn, she gives an arm and a leg on top of it. So, I mean, she is the main reason that we have fallen in love with MORryde, because without her, things may not be as perfect. It might end up being like any other company, but she is the gold silver lining, or whatever you want to call it, of MORryde for us. So during our partnership discussion, and then us agreeing to go ahead and partner with them, they surprised us with
safety handle, which is those collapsible handles that get you in and out of your RV, which is an incredible product. So far we have had it for several months, and they installed it for us.
And what I really like about the handle is that it comes all the way down to the ground, and it is super great, especially if you have elderly people coming over to visit, or people that might have a little difficulty getting around. They can get that handle right at the bottom and work their way straight up. It's not looped, it's not curved, it's not way up above. So it's an amazing product, and they installed it in no time at all without any issues.
Yeah, we did have an extended handle on there.
Yeah, that we'd already bought.
That we had purchased for just senior people, like Barb said, getting in and out of the camper. But it was wobbly. I mean, wobbly at best. This handle is super sturdy, and when you go to an RV show, you see thousands of them on campers. So even the manufacturers are knowing that this product is really good, and they're putting them on there.
So we definitely recommend it.
The other thing they offered us was a latch for our stairs.
And why did they do that, Bob? What's wrong with our stairs?
Our stairs, when we close them, sometimes they'll pull out a little bit, and you have a hard time closing your door. So this latch is a single latch, and it latches inside the door frame and it holds the stairs. While we were there, they didn't have the correct latch.
And then we found out afterwards that our stairs, being probably made in 2020, which are MORryde stairs, didn't really have that function created for them. You know, there wasn't really one for them. So they had found one that they thought might work with our stairs, but Bob had to do some...
Yeah, I had to do some modifications to, not to the latch itself, but to the stairs where it closes inside the camp. Right side of the steps has got like a catch. It would hit before the latch would get close to the doorway. So I had to extend that out with some spacers to make it work. And it works perfectly, but it's just not a factory installation. You have to do some cutting and some adding some extensions to make it work.
Yeah, this isn't like a how-to video on that. We just kind of wanted to mention that. The thing that I have to get used to, because I'm the one that opens and closes the stairs whenever we, you know, leave or come to a place, is that I don't open the door and just rip the stairs down like I'm used to, because I'll break the little thing that holds them in, and then I just have to remember to open it up and put it in to make sure that it's latched good when we're getting ready to leave.
Yeah, that works perfectly.
Yeah.
Ever since we installed that, we never have to worry. The door closes perfectly.
Yeah.
So.
Let's talk a little bit about when we got our Riverstone. We got a warranty that came with it, and I'm going to let Bob explain that because that's all up here in his head. It's not in my file.
Well, the warranty on the Riverstone was pretty much a yearly thing. That was good for a year. Well, but our MORryde suspension did have a 5-year warranty. The first 2 years was parts and labor, and years 3, 4, and 5 is parts only. And we're just happy to report that this year we needed nothing. In the past, we needed, I think that year 2 we needed a lot of suspension parts. They found a lot of
year
issues.
1 and year 2. Yeah.
And we're not sure if that was an installation problem or if it was just the roads on the interstates. But we are happy to report this year it was just strictly an alignment. And they show you all the alignment. If you're interested, they show you all the alignment numbers and stuff, where they started and how they ended with the alignment.
Yeah.
And this year we were pretty much perfect when we got started. So, but you just don't know unless you get it done.
Yeah. So to summarize our video for today, you know, it's really about the whole MORryde experience for us. We go yearly, and we do it because it's important for us, being full-time RVers and heavily traveling on the road. We have to protect our home. It's the company that we really believe in, so getting you to understand them and their service quality, our partnership with them. You know, we're definitely promoting that we're partnering with them in this video, and we have links below that if you guys are interested in any of their products, you can get a discount on, and that'll be also in future videos, but always in the description below. And the biggest thing is we want to say that we want to provide you guys with education always on your RV, you know, whether it's the RV itself or the suspension underneath. So we hope that you like this video. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. That pushes us up in the YouTube algorithm, so that would be awesome. Remember to smash up that notification bell, because that lets you know when we have another video coming out. We've got a Joshua Tree video coming out soon, and we're going to be done with California, and then we're going to be mixing stuff up because you don't know what's going to happen. We've got a lot of videos in the queue, so we're going to be showing you a lot of different things from different places, and it's going to be about RVing, traveling on the Can-Am Spyder, beauty, amazing, and quirky.
We're going to be bouncing all over the U.S.
Yeah, you don't even really going to know unless you follow us on social media, Instagram and Facebook, then you're going to know where we really are. But
on the comments, give us a comment. Let us know about MORryde. Let us know about what you think about our partnership with MORryde.
Yeah.
And our link below and their product catalog, because they're not just all about RVs. They're about making a lot of things. American made, baby. So let us know.
And most of all, we want you to subscribe to us.
Yep.
So guys, remember, we're HetteshWorld.
Come travel in our incredible world.
Bye.